Hello there, Fro here again with another weekly football picks video for picks for week 4 and a recap of week 3. And it was a rough week. It was a very rough week for I'm sure a lot of people struggled this week with picks because there's a bunch of upsets. If you're picking against spreads were all replaced because there were a bunch of close games. And anyway, let's get right into it. I went 8-8, which before I actually went over this and recapped myself and wrote down which ones I got right and wrong, I thought I was gonna have like 5 right. But 8-8 for how bad I thought it was gonna be, I'll take it for this week. So Thursday night we had what everybody thought was gonna be a snooze fest, which was the Rams at the Niners, and it turned out to be one of the best games of the week and one of the best games of the year. I was a goddamn entertaining game, surprisingly. I picked the Rams to win, and they held on to win 41-39. Who saw that score coming? But sucks for the Niners, man. They got screwed at the end there. That was a terrible offensive pass interference call. But that's the NFL for you. That's the shitty refs that are shitty every year. But that was a very good game. So good job, Niners. Good job, Rams. But Rams are 2-1, looking pretty good. Look like they actually have a legitimate NFL offense now. Baltimore at Jacksonville in the London game. And yeah, we're just gonna say that Baltimore missed the flight. They were taking in too many sites. They had too many tea and crimpets. But I picked the Ravens to win, and they lost 44-7. 44 points for the Jaguars against the Ravens defense, which was awesome the first 2 weeks. That just started off the crazy Sunday that we had in store in the NFL. But credit the Jaguars. Bortles actually played decent, and their defense is legit. They got a lot of talent in that roster. If Bortles can play even above average, this team can definitely make the playoffs. Ravens, I think, will be fine. I think the Ravens just, they're not used to going to London. The Jaguars basically are London's team. Just move on from it. I think the Ravens will be fine. This is just one of those weeks where you just toss out the freaking game plan and move on next week. Denver, Buffalo. I, along many people, picked Denver to win, and they lost 16-26. Excuse me. Buffalo's 2-1. Who would have thunk it? I mean, they did play the Jets the first week, but wow. And they barely lost to the Panthers 9-6, and that's an exciting game week too. But Bills are playing pretty well. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or anything, but this is a team that can win 7-8 games. I would love for them to make the playoffs, just because I feel bad for them. They haven't made the playoffs. They have the longest drought in the NFL, but Broncos just didn't play well this game. Simeon looked like bad Simeon, and good for Jamal Charles, though. Jamal Charles looked good, and he got a touchdown, and good for him. It's good to see him playing again. Pittsburgh and Chicago. Really, Steelers? Really? Glennon completed one pass to a receiver and won the game. Had like 100 yards passing, and they won. And Steelers on the road are just a completely different team. I mean, usually it's Big Ben doesn't play well, but Big Ben played decent. He played pretty well. I just don't know. I don't know what to make of the Steelers, and I don't really know what to make of the Bears at this point either. They competed the first week with the Falcons. They beat the Steelers, but last week before that, they got freaking blown out. Got that one wrong. I'm sure a lot of people did, and probably people took that in their survivor pools or something, and yeah. Anyway, Atlanta at Detroit. I took Detroit, and I'm sorry, but they got screwed. Atlanta won 30-26. It was a great game, but Detroit got screwed. Even if that wasn't a touchdown or whatever, the fact that they had the 10-second runoff is such a stupid rule. That's just a dumb rule. They're getting penalized for the booth reviewing a play. Like that's they're all right there. It's not like they ran a 40-yard route. They could have got play off in 7 seconds or 8 seconds or whatever. Whatever. Tough loss for the Lions, but the Lions are a damn good team, and the Falcons are still a damn good team. These are two playoff teams that I believe. So Stafford playing well, Matt Ryan playing well, Devontae Freeman got going. Got that one wrong. What do you do? Tampa Bay at Minnesota. I picked Tampa Bay to win, and they lost 34-17. And Case Keenum, I think it was Case Keenum. That's what his jersey said at least, but he didn't play like him. What, he had like 300 some yards and 3 touchdowns? I had to start him when I won a fantasy league because I'm in a very deep league, and you start 2 quarterbacks, and I had Bradford, but, his knee's dead, so I'll take it. But, wow, got that one wrong, and I'm sure a lot of people did. I mean, if Bradford was healthy, like, a lot of people probably would have picked Minnesota, but Keenum looked awesome. Whatever. Houston, New England. I picked New England, and they won another close, crazy game, 36-33. Of course, the Texans dropped a late interception, and then Brady threw a touchdown, and he's clutch. He's the greatest ever. Oh, I'm so sick of hearing it. But you know what? I'd rather listen to that at this point than freaking protest and national anthem bullshit and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna bring that in this video because this is a release for some people to watch football picks and stuff. I know you can't get releases anymore by watching ESPN or Fox or anything anymore because it's just knees, politics. This is just football picks. I'll keep it that way. You're welcome. Alrighty. But yeah, New England won. Got that one right. Whatever. Credit to Houston, though, and Deshaun Watson playing well. Almost was the first rookie quarterback to beat Belichick, but in the WTF game of the week, Miami at the Jets. Picked Miami to win, and they lost 6-20. 6 points you scored against the Jets. It was a wacky Sunday. What can I say? Jets won, got that one wrong, and I'm sure 99% of people picked the Dolphins to win that game. That's the NFL for you. The Giants at the Eagles. I picked the picked the Eagles to win, and they won 27-24. And good for you, Jake Elliott. 61-yard field goal to win a game. You're gonna be a hero now until you miss a kick next week, and then the Eagles fans will probably hate you because that's Philly fans for you. No offense. I know you guys are very passionate. That's just how you guys are. Not saying it's a bad thing. Just saying that's how it is. Got that one right, and the Giants are 0-3. And will they be 0-4? Check back in a few minutes. Oh, the Saints at the Panthers. I picked the Panthers, and they lost 34-13, and Cam Newton sucks. He sucks. He is a slightly better Kaepernick at this point. His body is breaking down. I mean, I know he's losing receivers left and right and stuff, but it's the Saints defense. The Saints haven't had a good defense since I was in high school. I don't know. Cam just looks like a complete, washed up at this point. He's not even freaking old. Whatever. Got that one wrong, but good for the Saints. They got to win on the road, which is rare for them. Seattle, Tennessee. I picked Tennessee to win. This was a very good game. I watched pretty much the entire second half of this, and it was a good game. I picked Tennessee, and they won 33-27. And Seattle just keeps struggling this year, but Tennessee's a legit team. Tennessee, the AFC South is looking better than a lot of people thought it would be. I think Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Houston are all teams that can compete for playoff spots, but we'll see. But Tennessee looks like a good team. Got a good quarterback and, good running back, good defense, all that stuff. And Seattle they need to spend a lot of money and a lot of picks in the offseason on an offensive line because it ain't working what you got. Cincinnati at Green Bay. I picked the Packers to win, and they won 27-24 in overtime, and this was almost another big upset, and I don't know where this Bengals team was the first 2 weeks, but playing that well at Green Bay, but still lost, and they're still 0-3, but Packers got to win, and they grinded it out with Geronimo Allison and, other schwacks, but as long as you got Rodgers there, that team is going to be in most games. Kansas City at the Los Angeles Chokers. I picked Kansas City. They won 24-10. Chargers suck. I don't know why a lot of pundits and, professional analysts were saying that Chargers could be a sleeper playoff team this year. Well, guess what? They're still sleeping. They're just not a good team. I don't see where this good team is. They have a few good players, but that's it. Especially with Verrett out for the season now or whatever. I don't get it, but they lost again, 0-3. Was surprised. At least they didn't lose this game, on a field goal kick for the third straight week. So there's that. That's an improvement. Oakland at Washington. I picked Oakland, and they didn't show up. This was just the Redskins playing against a practice squad team, what it looked like, because Carr was getting freaking hit every goddamn play, and they couldn't do anything on offense. And credit to Washington, they've turned it around after starting off on won 2 straight, and beat a quality team in Oakland. But Oakland, I just don't know what the hell happened. But they're one of those games where it's like you just left scratching your head. Dallas at Arizona. I picked Dallas to win, and they won. And the way this game was starting out, I bet Dallas fans were starting to worry and be like, what the hell happened to us this year? Because after last week's debacle and the way this game started off, but then that freaking missed field goal after that holding penalty got rid of the touchdown, the game just went downhill. And you know, I like Cardinals, and I like Arians and stuff. I wish he was still the goddamn Colts coach. I wish Pagano never would have came back. I mean, I'm glad Pagano beat cancer and all that, and he's a good guy, but he should not be a coach. And I miss Arians. Let's put it that way. But Palmer's done. I know he played decently, but he threw a pick that should have been picked off. But Fitzgerald is just amazing and made an awesome catch. He played defender and got that ball. I love Fitzgerald, and I want to see him get a ring so bad, but it's just not in the cards. Pun fully intended. Ending that week 3, we will talk about the Browns at Indy. I picked Indy, and they won 31-28. This game shouldn't even been close. I'm so sick of Pagano and the play calling in this team. 2 straight weeks we had the lead in the second half, and we don't even try to score anymore. Like we're some sort of all-star team or something that we don't need to score anymore. The second half against the Browns, all we did, we must have ran halfback dives up the middle of Gore right into the offensive line at least 75% of the plays. Hence why he had like 25 carries, 57 yards. I don't understand it. T.Y. Hilton was roasting those corners. He couldn't be stopped. Brissett was playing awesome, but then you just stopped trying to score. We're not a team. I'm so sick of blowing big leads in the Pagano era. I cannot wait for him to be gone. Best of luck whatever he does, but my God, just please get off the Colts freaking goddamn team. All right, that's it for week 3. 1-8-8. All in all, better than a lot of people probably did because that was a rough week. Moving right on to next week, week 4. Thursday, we got the Bears at Green Bay. Bears, they play good, they play bad, then they play good. So I'm saying this week they play bad, and Green Bay wins. Green Bay at home, they're going to win. New Orleans at Miami. I don't know what to expect here. Miami has lost to the Jets. The Jets. The Jets. That second time was fake, by the way. But the first time was definitely legit me. My voice is dying there. Anywho, lost to the Jets. Talking about the Jets just makes me lose my voice, apparently. And the Saints dominated the Panthers on the road, and they're on the road again, and I'm picking the Saints to win on the road again. Miami, I don't know what to expect. They only played 2 games, and one game they looked decent, and the other game they lost to the Jets. So this would be a better test for them. If they had trouble with the Jets' vaunted offense, they're gonna have trouble with Drew Brees and the Saints. And plus, Willie Snead comes back, so even more weapons. Buffalo to Atlanta. Buffalo, you're playing well this year, but Atlanta at home, Atlanta's gonna win. Oh boy, the 0-3 Toilet Bowl battle for Cleveland. Or not Cleveland, wow. Battle for Ohio, which is Cincinnati versus Cleveland. Can I pick a tie? No, I can't? Okay. Bengals win, I guess. Yay? They showed some life last week. They'll find a way to win this week. Rams at Dallas. I think Rams are a good team this year, but I think Dallas got their mojo back after that rough start last night, and look for them to win this game and improve to 3-1. I think the Rams will be fine. They have a chance to compete for the division, in that freaking division, but yeah, Dallas wins though. Detroit, Minnesota. I'm assuming that Keenum starts again, and I'm also assuming that Keenum doesn't play nearly as well as he did this past week. If he does, then I really don't know what to say, but Detroit's should be 3-0 right now, or at least have a chance to be 3-0, but they're a good team. Look for Detroit to win this one on the road without Bradford, which I'm assuming he's doubtful at this point. Carolina at New England. Carolina just got freaking dominated by the Saints defense. New England wins. What a surprise. Jacksonville, the Jets. Jacksonville defense is playing awesome, and they get to play the Jets now. Hopefully, they don't pull a Miami and shit the bed. But excuse me, look for Jacksonville to win this game and improve to 3-1. Yeah, I just said the Jaguars are gonna be 3-1. God, I must be losing my sanity at my age. Pittsburgh to Baltimore. I think last week was just a throw it away week for Baltimore. I think they move on. I think they bounce back this week, and at home, tough division game. I think they win this game. Should be a good game. It usually is between these two, but yeah, look for them to win. Oop, what did I just do? Sorry about that. Oh, come on. That's what happens if you do this shit one take. Anyway, Tennessee at Houston, division game. Two teams that are both 2-1. Wait, Houston 2-1? No, Houston is 1-2. My bad. They almost beat the Patriots. But guess what? After this week, I say Houston is 2-2, and so is Tennessee, because I think Houston wins this game at home. It's gonna be a tough game, but Washington showed me some decent, some good stuff this past week against New England, and Belichick's tough against rookie quarterbacks. So with Watson, at least they have a competent quarterback. It looks like finally. So with that defense and everything else, Houston wins this game. Should be a good one. San Francisco, Arizona. I'm picking the Niners to win this game. Carson Palmer is just he's toasted. He's done. Draft the quarterback, please, Arizona. You guys bombing this year would be perfect for you. Get like Darnold or one of those other quarterbacks that's supposed to be out as awesome class, and maybe you have a chance to get Fitzgerald a ring in the next 2-3 years, because you got a decent roster. You just need a quarterback. I just hope Fitzgerald gets a ring at some point. It's a shame. If anybody in the NFL deserves one, it's him. Oh, Philly at the Chargers. The Chokers. Philly wins. Chargers are 0-4. Sorry. Giants at Tampa Bay. Do I believe that Eli and the Giants, a playoff team last year, I think they won 12 games, starts 0-4 this year? I do. Look for Tampa Bay to win this game. Oakland at Denver. Two teams that shit the bed last week, quite personally. And it's at Denver. If Oakland struggled with Washington's defense, which I know has some improvements on defense, but they're not definitely not Denver's defense. If Denver's defense can get pressure like no other, and Washington was getting that much pressure last week, it's gonna be a long day for Carr, and I think Denver finds a way to win this game with defense, and it's probably like freaking 17-13 or something like that. Washington at Kansas City. This should be a good game, but I believe the Chiefs start 4-0. Look for them to win this game, and I think the Redskins can compete for a playoff spot too, and they definitely turned it around after looking pretty bad week 1. But excuse me, Chiefs are legit. Kareem Hunt's a beast, and Alex Smith's been playing well. They got Kelsey, they got an awesome defense, and Reed's a good coach, minus his terrible time manager skills and all that, and he looks like a walrus, but hey, other than that, he's a pretty good coach. And ending the week with the Colts game, which they are on the road at Seattle. Luck's been ruled out again, but silver lining, he looks like there's a chance he could practice this week, and if not, probably be back by week 6. So I'm guessing. I'm gonna say slight, maybe a 30% chance he plays in week 5, but I'm gonna say a pretty high chance he plays in week 6. That's when our division games start playing out, and you don't want to throw luck in there this week against the Seahawks at Seattle for his first game, especially behind our offensive line. But I do think I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game. But I saw that the line is -14, so the Colts are 14-point dogs here. And I think that Brissett is going to keep this game close, a lot of people think. And I don't think Seattle is nearly as good as everybody thinks they are either. But they're at home, and the Colts team still has a lot of holes. But at least with Brissett, we actually look like an NFL team, and we can compete. Should be 2-1 if it wasn't for Pagano and Pagano's freaking horrible play calling. It's just. Ugh. I'm just hoping that Pagano and Trubisky call a good game this week. Brissett plays well again, and we can compete. Would I be shocked if the Colts won this game? Maybe a little bit, but I think this is gonna be a closer game than a lot of people think. And it's I don't understand that 14-point when Seattle hasn't shown much this year. I know they're at home, and they all think the Colts are a dumpster fire, which they were when they had Tolzien. But now they're like a campfire with a little bit of garbage sprinkled on top. That's all they are right now. Not that bad. But Seahawks win that game. I still think, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts find a way to win this game. But that's it for this week. Let me know how you did this past week. I know it was a rough week for a lot of people, picks wise and survivor pools and all that stuff. But hey, it was the first fun Sunday. Really, there was actually some good close games for the first time all year. And I know everybody hates the politics going on right now and stuff, and I hate it too. And you cannot even watch anything sports related anymore without politics. And it sucks that we're losing that release. Escape. People will go watch sports to escape politics and everyday bullshit, but now you can't do that anymore. But you know what? You can still watch the game, still root for your team, and just that's what we got. It's got to be enough at this point for us. But thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support this channel has gotten lately, and it means the world to me. And in the world we live in right now, any sort of cheeriness that can be brought to anybody is greatly appreciated. So I do appreciate that. I'm sorry this video is going to be up later tonight because I had work today, and the past couple weeks didn't work on Tuesday, so I was able to get the video up earlier today. But this one's going to be up later tonight. But like I said, it means the world to me. If you even just take a second out of your day to click on this video, that's all that matters to me. But subscribe for more. Give me a thumbs up. You know the drill. But that's all I got to say. I love you all and have a nice day.